If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. A huge bullish signal has now flashed on the Hbar chart over on the daily time frame. The higher the time frame, the more accurate it becomes. And our bullish signal is this daily bullish cross that has just formed here in the last day, or even today, guys. There's just one level that price needs to break, and this move could really come fast. Let's dive into that today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and we'll go into more details now about this all. So the most important level for me now for Hbar to break is this 200 daily EMA. This is what's basically been keeping us in this downtrend. We did have a breakout previously a few months ago back in August, which eventually fell back underneath the 200 EMA, this white moving average, and kept us in this downtrend. We actually just came back to some key levels of support using this whole wave up. We can see that we came back down about the halfway mark, maybe a little bit below that point, and we're now getting some bullish patterns coming in this area over here, such as a double bottom formation. Previously in this same area to the left, we were once, many months ago, back in the beginning of summer, calling for this inverse head and shoulders over here with targets to the upside. If I turn on the drawings, we can see that this came very nicely, and we were able to predict that price was going to come up into this golden area over here. And after getting that rejection, we can see that this is a very important area coming up into the future. So if we do get this bullish momentum and continuation after calling for this pump in the last video up to the 200 EMA very nicely, we actually started to see on the lower time frames, such as the 4 hour, some bearish divergences playing out where we saw higher highs, but from this point over here, we're actually seeing very slight but lower highs. So a disagreement on the chart, just essentially saying that we need to come back to test some key levels of previous resistance, now support. This is actually one of the most important areas on the chart for Hbar, everyone, simply because this was the golden pocket, and when we were measuring this fib, it was from this point to this point. We were meant to come down to the golden pocket to then get continuation higher, just like this. We were essentially saying that if we stay below this point, lose it and create the reversal wave, we will eventually meet all of these targets, and we met those targets very nicely, where I call this bullish divergence to take a trade back up to the 1 fib level. And we was essentially saying that we could actually still see some further downside unless we're reclaiming that golden pocket over here. So where everything changed, where we were meant to go up from here, we lost it as support, and it eventually flipped into resistance, and it sent us down to all these targets. Now all those targets were met. We had a bullish signal flashing down over here just to send us back up into that previous range now as resistance. We got those multiple rejections, and some videos ago I said that this was going to be a key level of support. Just by using new fibs measuring from this low to this high, it gives us the golden pocket around this area where we saw a double bottom and reversal. And again, guys, we need to reclaim that golden pocket, and with that push into the 200 daily EMA, we broke the high of the range, and it simply all we're doing is coming back to test those key levels of pre-resistance, what actually was sending us lower, now into support. Because again, guys, as we were measuring the fibs here, we were meant to come down to support to continue higher. As we reclaim that level, we're going on that original path. So this is why we did see the breakout over here, and all that's really happening is that we're returning back to those key levels now as support to confirm it as our bottom, just to make sure that as long as we stay above this area, we aren't going to be seeing lower price targets. So for me right now, as we can see on the 4 hour, we flipped that key level into support. We also have that 400 200 that 4 hour 200 moving average over here as well. And on that daily time frame, we've just seen that bullish signal flashing, one that cannot be ignored on the daily time frame. This daily bullish cross, with all that standing in our way, is this 200 daily EMA, and a break of that for me would send Hbar much higher, maybe into similar areas as last time, because we had a bullish pattern down over here in the past, which I gave as a free trade on the channel, just as this bullish divergence and this one over here was given, as well as the pump up into the 200 EMA. So we could be seeing similar price targets. I can see to the left over here that this was once a key level of support. So although we were signaling for higher, this was once an older golden pocket, maybe measuring from here to there, and this being the area where we were meant to find support to continue higher. We know we would go back on that bullish path if we ever do break back above 6.1 to 6.5 cents. So 6.5 cent is the most important level for me going forward. I know I've just said the 200 EMA, but basically this is just going to send us us in an uptrend to continue higher, where are those levels that we could then actually struggle to break through? What I could then do is measure from this peak back in August down to October time over here, and we can see it's that golden area that we just mentioned would be an area that would struggle with. I think that we could even get a rejection quite early on at the 0.5 Fibonacci over here. So in between the levels of 5.8 and 6.5 cent, this is a massive brick wall of resistance. So although we're seeing these crazy bullish signals right now, I'm not going to be getting too excited until these are broken, simply because we've had this big wave down, and right now we're forming this bullish double bottom pattern. But what would happen when we eventually meet the target? Will it actually roll over, or do we eventually find a higher low and then break out and create the reverse wave? I'm talking about this potential path to the downside because we're seeing this bullish pattern right now, but there's a lot of key resistances up ahead. We would need this double bottom to break out like this, everyone. And not that it can't happen, but if I now bring some fibs going back from December of last year all the way to our top here in February, the highest point of this year so far, we can see, if I get rid of all the other Fibonacci's for now, that we have a 0.5 Fibonacci standing in our way. We've come down to these key levels being the 786. We've climbed back above the golden pocket, then fell straight back underneath. We did find a higher low above the 786, so that's quite good. So, and as we found support resistance over here on the golden pocket, it's basically saying that it wants to continue lower. The fact that we've put in a double bottom with bullish signals on both of the lows is just confirming that this is a key level of support for us. So, and the fact that we've now broken through that golden pocket is very nice work. So maintain it as we're seeing it right now over here, break through the 200 EMA, suggesting that this was support and that we are coming into the 5-9 area. So we are expecting close to 6 cent in the coming days. We just need that 200 EMA to be broken to get that bullish path, because again guys, while we are underneath it, there is still risk of going lower. So it's very important right now, although we've seen this bullish signal with the daily bullish cross, that we continue to hold it, because if we eventually fall through, it's a fake move to the upside and we could be looking for lower. If we do go lower, I will update you guys, but for now I'm seeing this bullish signal flashing. We're just waiting for this high to be broken and we get this push close to 6 cent, which is back over to this previous support over here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment and share, and I've got a few days left on my discount on my course, so just use the links in the description down below, private message me, or head straight to the website where you can take action on the discounted link. You're also going to get 3 months free in my Discord community. That will include group sessions here. Just wait a bit if you want to hear more about that. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.